any good ones in here somewhere. There's some more small ones. There's a nice flower of one. The flowers looks amazing too. I don't even know if those are edible. They might be edible flowers. So if you guys know if okra has edible flowers, let me know and I'll gladly take a bite out of one. Welcome back to Greens and Gold, everyone. Thanks for watching. I just want to give you all a quick update on my garden. Now is August 2nd. Tomorrow's a good day. It's my birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Man, this rope got stuck. I've had this property now. I bought it April 2nd. Today's August 2nd. May, June, July, that's right at 4 months we've had this property, and I'm pretty pleased with where it's come so far. I got a garden. It's not doing 100% the way I wanted to. Maybe 25% of it grows good. The other 75% is basically trial and error. I just wanted to get practice and get the experience of seeing how much work it would be to grow something of this size, and I got it. You know, if I grew some produce, it would be a bonus. It was mainly just for the experience under my belt on how to do it. So I'll just go through the rows one by one, left to right. I'll do left to right on the front, and then I'll do left to right on the back. Maybe that'll be a little quicker. Okay, so right here we got the first 3 rows are corn. And as you can see, it's all dead. So if anyone out there has some hints on how I can grow corn better, I can definitely use them. Someone was messaging me on Instagram saying, yeah, they need a lot of water. And that's one of my biggest problems. I was out here maybe every other day or every 3rd day watering in the Texas heat, so I'm pretty sure that's what killed them. A couple of them still look pretty good, but then I'd take them home and then you see the bugs got into them. Like right here, we can see what this one looks like. See, you got ants all over them. And then if you open it up, see there's really nothing left, so it's really not a whole lot there. So, and that's basically what most of them look like. So pretty much a failure. All this stuff's gonna just get caught up and go in the compost bin. But next time I know to water it more. I got a basil plant growing here. I kind of got basil kind of scattered at 3 or 4 locations along the garden. There's one there. And this one's a lot better size over here. It's doing a lot better. I love pasta and Italian food, so I love to pull a couple of those leaves off and make pasta out of it, or maybe even homemade pizza. It's good stuff. And if we go down this way, okra, I'm really happy about this okra. It doesn't take much to grow some good okra. All you need is heat, doesn't need a lot of water, and they get big and strong on their own. So the okra is doing pretty good. Every now and then you see some small ones that start getting attacked by ants, and as it gets older, yeah, those don't become good anymore, but for the most part, they're doing okay. So we got some small ones there. This one here, it's not ready to pick, but maybe by tomorrow it'll probably be ready. It doesn't take long for them to grow. Let's see if we got any good ones in here somewhere. There's some more small ones. There's a nice flower of one. The flowers looks amazing too. I don't even know if those are edible. They might be edible flowers. So if you guys know if okra has edible flowers, let me know and I'll gladly take a bite out of one. Make sure not poisonous. Yeah, there's a bunch of small ones, but I don't see any ones that are ready to go. It's kind of hard to find them. Like that flower, I don't know what's going on with it. This one's another nice looking flower, a lot smaller. Well, I was hoping to find a decent one to pick, but see, like this here, see all these ants start getting after it? It's like the ants get after the flower and then they stay on it as it grows constantly, and it just kills the little okra plants. Let's see what else we got. Well, I was hoping to get a good one, but maybe the last couple will give us something if we get lucky. There's one. We got a winner. Okay, there's a decent one. It's not perfect. It's curled up a little bit, but there it is. That's what it looks like. It's not the best of shapes, but yeah, that's a good one. A little bumpy. I think it's still good. But anyway, yeah, the okra's going really good. The only thing is, I think they might be too close together. You know, they're about a foot apart to 16 inches apart. Maybe I probably should have went 2 foot apart, but I think I'm just gonna leave them like that and see how they produce. They're gonna have to fight for the soil and the sunlight on their own. So that's the okra. This one's nothing. This one, I don't even remember what I think these were beets. I don't even remember what I planted here. This was supposed to be a whole half row of beets or something, but these look pretty good. Kind of excited about these. I haven't never grown these before, so these should be ready to pull pretty soon. On this side, we got a serrano plant over here. We got some pretty good looking serranos actually. This is my first time to pick a serrano from here actually. Serrano and another serrano. I should have put a little cage around it, and I need to straighten it out, but it's kind of leaning on the ground. I need to come back and straighten it out later. And then the rest here is basically 3 rows of tomatoes and a couple tomato plants I put cages around. But for the most part, I just kind of let them grow wild and kind of grow wherever they want to. That one has a cage around it, but like I said, like this is a pretty big one. It starts here, it fell to the ground, and I'm just letting it grow on its own and seeing what happens. I'm getting a lot of cherry tomatoes. I say a lot, maybe I'll pick about 20 a week. I guess for all these tomato plants, it's really not a whole lot. So I need to do some improving on my tomatoes, that's for sure. Maybe take some better care of them. Maybe put some type of fertilizer into the tomato soil. I heard that's good, but I didn't put any fertilizer or anything in this. This was just, laid cardboard down. I put 13 rows of soil, I put hay in between, and I started planting. I got a lot of cherry tomatoes growing. The bigger tomatoes, seems like once they start getting more than, I don't know, maybe the size of a fig or a small tangerine, they start getting attacked by bugs too, so I'm kind of struggling with that. The next row over was supposed to be a whole half row of carrots, but as you can see, I only got 1 stinking carrot out of that whole row, so I hope that's a nice carrot. Oh, I lied, there's another one on that side, but other than that, there's not a whole lot in this row. There's some grass popping up through this cardboard and through this hay, as you can see, so I need to come back and put another extra layer of wood chips and soil on it and compost. As you go this way, this is some more sunflower plants. I kind of got the sunflower scattered over the garden as well. I got 4 here, I got 1 over there, and I got 3 there, 1 there. So I got about 15, 16 sunflower plants kind of scattered. I got 2 more here. And then I come to this side, and I believe this is Russian kale, some type of slimy, leafy material. I like it, it's pretty good. It doesn't have a lot of flavor. It's not stout like the basil or anything, but it's not too bad. I like it. This is an avocado seed I planted, and I'm confused whether it's dead or alive. You know, the tip died, but then this side has a little bit of new growth there, so maybe it will survive, but it's from seed. If it grows, great. If not, then trial and error. This last row over here is going to be watermelon. I don't have any watermelons growing yet, or if I do, they're fairly small. Let me see if I can find one maybe. Thought I saw one yesterday, but I don't see it anymore. Oh, there it is. There's one. In between the sunflowers. Only watermelon I got so far. With all these watermelon vines growing all over the place, I'd like to think I'll get more than that, but I need to be on top of watering it more. So that was half of the garden. So we can go through the other half next. In this other half, I got cantaloupes, and the cantaloupes were doing much better. There's one there, there's one there, there's one hanging off the side, and then there's one more in the back. But I had 2 good ones, and I was really upset about when I came out here, and the coyotes or something, or possums got a hold of it. As you can see, that's the remnants of it right there. It's all tore up and destroyed, so some little critter enjoyed it, but I didn't. And there's another nice size one over here that they got to, so they destroyed that one as well. So I'm gonna really need to do a better job with this fence. And as you can see, that's why I got the 4 posts in the ground. I got 4 main posts in the ground now. I'm gonna brace the corners a little better to make sure the fence doesn't lean through time. So once I put the braces on all 4 corners, then I'm gonna go ahead and put the good fence material. It's in rolls over there. It's little rectangles, and it's about 4 foot high, and I'll put it all the way around the garden. And then I'll probably go barbed wire, 2 or 3 rows of barbed wire at the top as well. And that should keep the critters out. Moving along on the garden, we got the cantaloupes. Here's some more sunflowers. We got the regular potatoes that were here, and they were growing pretty good. But as you can see, now a lot of them have died off. Like this one here, it's died off. And then there's some other stems, like there's a dead one about 10 or 15 feet away. That's all died off, so those are probably no good. But these sweet potatoes are right here, so those look pretty good. These look nice and green, so I'm excited about some sweet potatoes. Can't wait to barbecue those suckers. And then I got some beans over here. Actually, there's another basil right there that's growing pretty good. These beans, I don't know what's going on with these beans. They got a lot of flowers, but I don't seem to get a lot of beans, and when I do, they're pretty small. I think it's just the heat that's getting to them, if I had to guess. Oh crap, there's a nice big hornet right there. Gotta watch that sucker. But yeah, for the most part, I don't see a lot of beans. Moving on to the cucumbers, they've been doing fairly well, but now they're starting to look like they're dying off a little bit. We just got about a week's worth of rain, and now the heat's hitting, so they might be burning up. But I've been getting a pretty decent amount of cucumbers. There's one growing here, it's kind of small. I just harvested some of the good, decent sized ones, so there's only really some small ones left. And I tried 2 different trellises, as you can see. I put 2 T-posts in the ground and then just put some cheap string. 1 string running at the bottom, 1 string running at the top, and I created an X. And as you can see, the top string started getting some weight and then hung all the way down. So that wasn't a very good idea. I should have put 1 or 2 more posts in the middle to be able to hold the weight. But this one I tried with, as you can see, just this fencing material and the T-post, and I let it climb it. And this is strong and sturdy, so this one worked much, much better than the other one. It's got some weight on it. It doesn't really sag at all. It's got a little twist, but nothing too crazy. So these are growing really well. Really pleased with them. Moving on to this side, this doesn't have a lot. Yeah, this doesn't have anything. I think I tried to plant some habanero peppers, but it was kind of late, early summer, and I'm pretty sure the seeds just burned out and the heat just killed them. And same thing with here. This was 2 other types of peppers behind me. And then the one here in front of me, I tried to do the same thing, some peppers, but that didn't work out like I wanted it to. There's 2 here. This is a pepper that did manage to grow. So I don't remember what kind of pepper this is actually. It looks like maybe a serrano type pepper. These are weeds, so these can go. Yes, weeding is a never-ending job over here. And going down to the last 2 rows, I don't know what the heck this is. This might be a weed too. I don't know what that is, but I'll leave it there for now. There's some small ones that I planted. I used a little, okay, here, these are peppers, and these are fairly recent, as you can see. On these, I used a little greenhouse. I basically put a plastic bottle, and I cut the plastic bottle at the base, and I put the seed in here and the bottle over it, so it acted as a mini greenhouse. And it was like that for maybe 2 weeks or so. And about 3 or 4 days ago, I watched the weather, and I noticed it was going to be cloudy and rainy, so they would get some moisture. So I decided to take it off. And then after that, they're on their own whether they survive or not. So hoping for the best on those. And then here we got squash. And I haven't had a single squash yet. There's plenty of flowers, but no squash. This one has some flowers too. So I don't know what's going on here. This one looks like a really good plant. Actually, I don't understand why there's not any zucchini on it. Yeah, these are zucchini plants, not squash, sorry. They look good, but no zucchini plants. So hopefully I'll get at least 1 or 2 out of these plants. These are some more pepper trees. I don't even remember what kind they are. Peppers. There's some naturally growing mushrooms out here. That's pretty cool. I heard that they're kind of good for the garden. They supply nutrients. I'm not going to eat them unless you want to get high. Maybe you can eat them, but I'll pass on that. There's another pepper plant. This one's falling over. I need to straighten it out. Oh, these are banana peppers. That's right. Banana pepper, and this is a good looking banana pepper here. That's going to go good into my pizza tonight. But yeah, it's pretty much it on the garden. And I'm pretty pleased with it. It's not growing like I hoped it would, but it's not bad, and I'm learning quite a bit just through trial and error and watching videos online on people homesteading and their experiences, how they do things, and I kind of incorporate it my own way into my own homestead. So it's been challenging and it can be a real big money pit if you don't watch it. So I'm trying to be careful on spending. Hey, here's a good cucumber. We can get this one. This will go good in my salad tonight. There you go. That's not too shabby. Oh yeah. But yeah, this is my progress thus far, 4 months in. And it's August, obviously the peak of summer, so you can't really grow anything now. Now it's just a matter of trying to keep things alive through the summer. And yeah, start getting ready for the fall. Before that, I'll probably put some more wood chips down and a layer of compost and soil before I plant into the next season.